gentlemen, girls and boys, I hope you're good, I hope you're well, I hope you're staying safe in these strange and interesting times. Welcome back to The Kid Gaming, where no amount of moaning can be not enough on this channel. I'm telling you now. None. And I hope you like some Call of Duty, because that's what we're playing tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, wherever you may be. Not on this channel, clearly, but, you know, hey. Just carry on. So I hope you're well. Happy Thursday, all that kind of stuff. My dad's birthday today, so I'm waiting for him to text me back to let me know when he's available so I can chat to him. Maybe not tonight, I don't know. They're probably gone for a meal anyway. But there we go. But how are you good? Ladies and gentlemen, bit of a moan last night. But, you know, I was tired. I was very tired, in fact. I was so tired. And I wasn't looking forward to what happened today either. Because, unfortunately, I got transferred over to the bless it, the NHS. And it was an experience. So, basically, they went through my whole ADHD process again. And I kind of had to say to them, like, I've done this. And they're like, okay, so are you looking to have any time? I'm already on tablets. Oh, and how many of those yeah, I haven't got many left. So can we get on with this, please? So anyway, there we go. So that was today, which was completely tiring. Plus I had to work again, and plus I got work tomorrow. And it's my dad's birthday as well. So there we go. But now I was thinking about last night. I didn't know whether to come on this morning. Oh, I'm actually, look at that. I'm on before 8 o'clock. I literally started talking before 8 o'clock. And that is it's got to be a world record for me, right? So for the time being, I'm just trying to get my timings all back together, and we're trying to get back into some kind of regime, really. Regularity, I should say. Coquetzo. Is it Coquetzo? I think so. Hi. Over there on TikTok. How you doing? Thanks for joining. So yeah, we're trying to get some kind of regularity back to the stream again every Wednesday, every Thursday evening from 8 o'clock in the evening, maybe earlier, depending on how I can get on, you know, but I'll probably stay until about 10 o'clock in the evening anyway. It just means I get more time to play some games and stuff, so, which would be a good thing, because if I can have more time to play some games, it means I can play some longer form games, maybe, you know, but games of my choosing, I think. And something that I'd like to mention, and something that's really kind of whetting my appetite. You may not have seen the PlayStation Days of Play last night, the PlayStation kind of announcements and that kind of stuff. And obviously, it was a game that has been long in the making, and it's by Interactive, IO Interactive, basically. They took on the James Bond license, which is incredible. And it advertised last night. It was the trailer last night. And it does look rather good. There's a bits of it where I was a bit like, okay, we were going back to the really cheesy kind of... By the way, let's start some Warzone. Are we going back to the really cheesy... and let's put the webcam on, shall we, as well, at the same time? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Hi, good evening. Yeah, we're going to go back to the really cheesy kind of... it's not really Bond, but okay, maybe it'll do, and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it would appear that... my webcam's not working, so there we go. Right, it would appear that it looks quite good. It actually looks quite good. And when the theme song for on A Majesty's Secret Service came in, if nobody's a Bond fan here, if nobody kind of knows what Bond is, or you kind of have a vague understanding, basically I did my college or university, wherever you are in the world, dissertation on the quintessential James Bond. That was what my dissertation was called. It was called The Quintessential James Bond. And I had to read numerous books. I'm lying, I read one book, I read Casino Royale, because that was the original book. But lots about the character, and there was always a scar on his face. And I've suddenly remembered it from recently that it was meant to have this scar on the face, and they've got it in the game. So, you know, they're really kind of going after that original character. Weirdly, the guy looks kind of how I pictured him in my head. Not Sean Connery, not Pierce Brosnan, or Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton's probably the closest that they've ever got to what James Bond, I think, in my thoughts, looks like. But the guy looks like a younger version of what I pictured in my head when I read Casino Royale for the very first time. So to that, unfortunately, it's not out till next year. So that's both the James Bond game and GTA out next year, which I'm very much looking forward to. And obviously Battlefield, I'm hoping beyond hopes that we get a Battlefield this year, that it's November this year, or at least, maybe October, or maybe at least, for Christmas. Because that would be really good, because I need to get off the COD bandwagon. I really do. As much as can I say I'm enjoying it, as much as I'm participating in it, shall we say. It's the only thing really that's keeping and holding my attention while all this is going on with the house and everything else as well. And, I'm going to have my down times, my bad times, my good times. Last night was a bad time. More recently, our Discord was bad time as well. And, for those of you that are sticking with me, I really appreciate it. Soldier Nini messaged me the other day. I have no idea what it was on about, but but yeah, that was nice. You just checking in, saying hi, all that kind of stuff. In fact, I think he messaged me on here somewhere. Where did he? Can't remember how to get to my chats. How do I get to my chats? Social, is that it? That's it, isn't it? Mr. Showtime. God, he hasn't been on for a while. Anyway, recent. There we go. No, that's not it either. How do I get to my messages? Anyway, doesn't matter. Either way, it was really nice because he checked in, and I hope you're well, Soldier Nini. And he's got a sweet setup. Actually, he's been setting all his computer up and all that kind of stuff. Bless him. So yeah, that was pretty good as well. So that was nice. So it was just, those of you that have stick with me, I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to make a go of things at some point. I can't guarantee when or if it will ever get any busier. I mean, we're still settling in here. There's still lots going on. I'm still, very much learning about myself and who I am, and the life I've lost and the life I've gained now. So it's all crazy. But for the time being, Call of Duty just seems to be the only game really that is holding my attention span, really. It really is. But I'm hoping to level up. Before we start, there's something I wanted to do. I'm hoping that we level up to get the Fafar tonight. And then we'll try and level it up a little bit as well. So I'm going to go on to my custom loadouts here. That's probably the basic one we're going to get. I cut my thumb last night as well, so I can hardly play. Would I be better playing? I think I would be, actually. I'd probably be better playing on mouse and keyboard tonight. Yeah, we'll stick with controller. It's all good. It should be fine. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one because Benny Central released a video recently. And I think I learned this. Apparently this got sent when enemies are nearby, and then enemies tell when you are being aimed at by an enemy. So I'm going to give that a go instead of tempered, maybe, and see how we get on with that one, as well as all the other crazy stuff that we can do. So yeah, let's get on with it and get some solos on the go again. I'm not expecting anything much, and I also may have to kind of dip off for a bit because, like I say, it's my dad's birthday today, so he might want to have a chat. But he might also be out. In fact, he's more than likely out having a very nice meal somewhere or something like that. But happy birthday, Dad. Hope you have a good one. My camera is completely off. There you go. You can see everything now. Again, you still can't see that screen, and I will get that sorted one day. I don't know. I'm still thinking of what to do at the back as well, but we shall see. Welcome on in, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I noticed how Kian's on. I don't know whether I'll be joining up. I'm not too sure. Power Streams, thank you very much for liking the post. Appreciate it. And Elite Streamers, whoever you are. The randomness starts again. Anyway, let's see how we can get on with this one. You never know. I really wanted to change my the kind of camera look as well, so that it was more kind of square. So it kind of finished. Hang on, where it was finished about here. It's a little bit squarer as well, so it didn't take up as much as of the screen. I think that looks actually quite nice. Actually, really do. Right, there's some guys over there. Right, let's try and learn the ropes again. See how we get on with casuals. Once we start winning some casuals and we start with some sort of regularity, then maybe we'll move on to some, well, not casuals, obviously, but I've got to work on my aim, right? Because if they stand still, I can get them. Not many of them do that. Anyway. Where am I going? Right. Let's should we just go crazy? Should we just go crazy and go for this one? There's going to be a lot of people going here. We may die, but let's see how we get on. There's going to be a lot of people going here. I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed. I'm not going to be annoyed. I can't be annoyed at this game. It's shockingly bad. Ow, my foot. So how can I be annoyed at a shockingly bad game? I can't even hear anything. You guys can't hear anything either. First game. I've been playing multiplayer all afternoon, right? I've been coming top of most of the lobbies that I've been in. Most. Top one or two, right? The only ones I didn't was when I was leveling up my gun. I come in here, I die straight away. What's up with that? What is up with? There's got to be something different between this game. I mean, obviously there is because it's a bigger game, but there is a fundamental difference in the way it controls. And I do not know what it is. I don't know what it is. Because I'm better than this. So much better than this. First game of the night. That's what I'll draw it up to. I just couldn't get there. That was stupid. Absolutely stupid. Because the guy was just... He was the worst player in the world. He couldn't even hit me. I should have, like, literally just shot his head. Why didn't I go for his head? I always go for heads. Look at this, the movement. You know? Going down here. Yeah, look. Chasing back. I mean, that was a bot, so let's try and find a human. Go up there, go up there. Up here.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
Right. How do you kick bots off YouTube? I'll have to look into that. I mean, I said it was going to go crazy. Should we go back to? I mean, we could go back there again. You know. Let's go back there again. I'm going to go for this one again because I think that's a good way to. Oh, we could go for the tower. There is a Easter egg by the looks of it for the tower.
Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Means we get to stay in the plane for a while. That's all. Gotta keep checking my phone. See if my dad contacts me. Probably not. But there we go. Do you know what? There we go. That's a bit better. Right, let's let's try and yeah. Okay, it's definitely down here. In this one. Why am I going backwards?
Enemy dropping into the AR.
He's right next to me.
Targets are up. Don't take them down.
This guy behind me. He's upstairs. Shit. Why would I want another one of those? How do we get upstairs? Right.
Check your map. Mark the point containing enemy.
What the hell is that?
nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
Ooh, hello. I mean, nope. This guy down here. There he is.
Mark the target. Loading.
Nice.
Nice job, soldier.
Changing mag.
Job, they're a bot, innit? Come on. It's just a bot. There's no way it's not a bot. Oh, here it is. If it wasn't a bot.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
I'd rather that.
Gas
That was
moving.
lag. Right, let's have a look, see where we can go now. Let's go to that one.
Contract marked.
And we could also go to the shop at the same time. Should be nice. Ooh. Yes, please. Thank you, please. I'm Batman.
Mark
There we
the
go.
point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Also very nice. That was really loud in my ear.
Headed your way.
Reloading.
Okay. That's a terrible gun, but we're going to take it anyway, and we'll try and get our next loadout as well. And then we're going to try and get this one as well. But we got the 8 LT10. So that should be pretty good. As many crates as possible. That's not coming in yet, so that's good. Oh, there's a guy right here.
Changing mag.
Yeah, we'll take that instead. Why have I put that on? Why have I put Semtex on? I have no idea why. Right.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Oh, that was a dude. No, it wasn't. That's a sign, Lee. That's a sign, but it looked like a dude. Ding, a ding, ding, a ding, ding. I think we'll head for this one here. Lovely.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
Lovely. It's exactly what I bloody wanted, wasn't it? Eh? Lovely. I mean, there is a chopper there.
Found a vehicle.
Is it worth going for it? I don't know. Probably not, but let's do it anyway. Why not? You never know. Keeping an eye out on everything. Just make sure we're not going to get jumped on. And the main thing tonight... Jesus.
Taking effective fire.
Whew. The main thing tonight is to look out for can I get a UAV? I can get a UAV, can I? Oh, my loadout's coming as well.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
That's cool.
UAV standing by.
Requesting recon flyover.
You've got gas inbound. Safe
go
zone
right next to me.
relocated.
Grenade! Move! Rolling.
But oh god, gas coming in.
UAV exiting the AO.
Let's try and get my loadout as well. Gonna go for that one. Is that my 8 one? Yeah, it is. Cool. Alright, let's head towards the
Contract
this,
marked.
because that's what I wanted. We'll see if there's any dudes there.
Gas is closing in. Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
Sniper. Enemy nearby. So this is what they've just updated apparently. So it actually tells you that enemies are nearby now. Which means there could be. Okay, you know what? This is too hot. Backing out of here. Let's head into the circle. Way too hot for me here. Anything else? Anything else around here? Oh my god, there isn't. Wow, that's literally the last one. Wow, really? Okay. Well, we've got everything we need, so I'm going to head into the circle. And we'll haul ourselves up and... that was way too hot there. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. I could really do with another UAV. I mean, that is pretty much where everybody's going to be holed up, so we'll give it a go. Okay, somebody's already in there, yeah. Yeah, there they are, there they are.
We've lost eyes on the objective. Contract failed.
Loading.
Nice, nice. Have a bit of that. I've got another car coming in there.
Gas inbound. Mark the 2 safe zones.
Reloading.
Hostile UAV
Contact.
in the area.
Still alive.
Full armor. Full armor. Go fuck yourself. Full armor. Nah. 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 Absolute horse shit right there. I don't know what he killed me with. I didn't even watch it. Mate,
Earn
Fuck that.
redeployment or die
Fuck that
in
shit.
ruin.
that's bullshit. Especially since he was all the way down as well.
Enemy eliminated. Prepare for redeployment.
Horse shit, man.
I'm back online.
Oh, man. Where did I die? Was it down here? It was down here somewhere, wasn't it? It was down here. There's the chopper, so it was down here somewhere. I might just go grab the chopper and then... I can't even grab the chopper, mate. Can't even grab the chopper. He's around there somewhere, a little SOB. It's this one over here. He's just taken all my stuff. You absolute drongo. Yeah, some dudes. Is that dude?
Mark the target. Moving here. Disregard.
Should I? Do you know what? I might go back up to the helicopter again. Take the helicopter and try and get some more stuff. Where's the chopper? It's over there. Crap. Because there was that dude that died here as well, wasn't there? I killed him. Did he have some stuff over here? Come on, dude. Please. There's another one coming back in. Look. No, where's all this stuff gone? It was right here. Are you kidding? Oh, it's over there, look. Going back for my stuff. Why wouldn't you take the heartbeat sensor?
Taking a
Damn it!
fire. Grenade!
Gas is moving in. New
Loading.
safe zone located.
Yeah, 2 round here. Someone's got a ghost as well. I need to get higher ground.
Gas is inbound.
Where's the Cali sticks gone? Okay, so this is where the gas is going to come in here. Chopper's still there. It's still down there, look.
Moving here. Disregard that.
So this guy's in here, so this is where they reckon it's going to end. Can I get over here?
Moving here.
Nope. Okay.
Disregard that.
It's literally trees around here. How many we got left? 43. And there's still a chopper. I have got the gas though, so if I went to the chopper...
Got that.
Kidding me.
Changing mag.
Oh, you... How have you killed me with one hit?
Standing. We lost that one, but we'll get a W next time.
15 down.
What? How have you hit me with one hit? Fucking hell, mate. He's literally just hit me with one hit. Quality over quantity, expert at long range takedowns. Fuck off, game. That's just ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I saw the guy and he was going for my chopper. I've literally just stood there and looked at him while he shot me in the face. I should have just shot straight away. Why was I waiting? Damn it. I don't know what these are as well. These new rewards. That's interesting. Okay. Oh man, 9 kills. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We'll go again. We've got to keep going. I need to learn this. I've got to keep going. Excuse me. Drama Rhino's online. Hang on. Let's see if anybody's on that. But the problem is my dad's gonna call me. So yeah, I need to back out. I need the ability to back out as soon as possible. So we'll see. But yeah, the new James Bond game looks amazing. Looks really cool. No, I don't bother. He's helping my nephew doing his homework right now. Which is fair enough. Hey, user 8074. I'm going to say this out loud. 80743882665221. Follow the host. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. You're probably a bot, but you know, shout out if you're not a bot. And dead. It's a good start, isn't it? Bam, bam. I don't care. I don't care about this game. I don't care about this game. I'm not very good, so I don't care about it. I don't care about this game. You sweat. Why is everybody a sweat? Everybody's a goddamn sweat. I just want to have fun. Oh, I don't want to have fun. I want to win. I want to win. And I'll tell you what, when I get my win, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be amazing. The world is just going to shake in disbelief when I get my own win. And it's not resurgence, an actual win. At that point, the world will end. You do realize this, don't you? I'm playing so that the world will end. I bloody well hope it will as well, because the world's just gone to shit. It really has.
Battle Royale.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on and let's do something in lumber. Because I ain't going all the way down to the other end of the line. Let's get into it straight away. I ain't pussyfooting around. I need to learn how these guys are killing me straight away. And I don't think they're cheating. They're not cheating. They're just very lucky. I need to learn maneuvers. And how to dodge these sons of bitches. Because they are trouncing me. Like you wouldn't believe. We got the movement down. We got the speed down. All I got to do now is not panic in front of people. And that was weird. You didn't put the thing in? Okay, fair enough. And shoot their bloody heads off. Because if I can do that, then we may have a chance. And remember, folks, this is casual. I can hear a dude. These bots do my head in, actually. They, you know, not knowing that they're not. Get my words out in a minute. That they're not real people, and that they're still taking all that stuff off me. So annoying. What is this? What is this? This is nothing. Ooh, token. Ooh, fa-fa. How do we get in here? There you go. Well, we've got loads of stuff around here.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
Yeah, that kick on that is terrible. Look at this. I need to. I know what to. I know what I need to do. Controller, where's the aiming? It's the thingy, isn't it? It's the.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Definitely controller. Why am I getting people leaving my game? Are people leaving the server? It's not that, is it? What is it? Why are people leaving the server? Are people leaving? People are leaving. People are leaving the server. Right, let me have a look at this. I think I know what this is. Controller. Aim and advanced settings. ADS. No. It's not that. Oh, what is it? It's the main controls, isn't it?
You've got gas moving in.
No, it's not that. Dead zone, dead zone, dead zone. Somebody type dead zone. No, I've got it at 6. This means it should be fine. Right, okay. Where am I going?
Contract marked.
Let's go that way. We'll get this one, and then we'll get some. We'll get our loadout. LC10. Let's go. Let's go. Do for now until I get my loadout.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Taking effective fire. Reloading.
I thought that was somebody there then. Right, I'm going to send this out.
Stay there to secure the intel point.
I think if we head towards that one, what do you reckon?
Check your
Hang on.
map for the next gas spread location.
Maybe this one?
Buy station marked.
He's moved off. The hell's that? There's the loadout drop.
Loadout drops on the way.
It's the other side of the stadium, man.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to
Buy
that.
station marked.
That one there. Try and get as much money as possible. What's this high table coins thing?
Holding.
Oh, that's me done. Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna have to go.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Hello, folks. Sorry about that. Hey, evening, Drama Rhino. How you doing? I don't know how long ago you said that, but there we go. You'll be lurking tonight, really tired again. Oh, I hope you're well, mate. So, hope to speak to you next week. This week's been a disaster, just not fun at work. So, oh, mate, honestly, all my thoughts are with you. I hope you're okay. And honestly, don't let it get you down. Life is way too much for you than for work to let you down. I hope you're okay. And yeah, please don't let it get to you too much. And yeah, I'll speak to you next week if you're feeling good. And if you don't, I'll speak to you the week after that. And if not, a week after that. Because it really doesn't matter. I hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Right. Very conscious that we're well into or after the 10 o'clock kind of area now. So it's probably 11 o'clock at where you are, Drama. So you're probably asleep. I hope you are anyway. But yeah, I hope you all go well at work, mate. And we shall have a good old natter. We'll have a game together as well. For the time being, why not watch me get really frustrated with trying to do these Battle Royale casuals, which I've been doing for the past few days. And it's been crazy. But yeah, all the best to you, mate. My regards, and I hope everything is okay at work. And take it from me, who's had one of the, not the worst week in the world, but certainly it's been very challenging this week, I'm going to say. May have sounded off a little bit. Some of it I meant, maybe some of it I didn't mean. But all in all, I'm very much on the way to repair myself. So yes, trust me, it will get better. Things do alleviate, and things do certainly get a little bit better. But just spoke to my dad. It's his birthday today. Happy 72nd birthday, Dad. I'm very fortunate to have my father still around. He's very much like I am. Takes it easy. In the laid back, he'll be horizontal, all that kind of stuff. And he was showing off his new hearing aids as well. So I think he's very proud of them, which is awesome. They're really cool, actually, because he can listen to his...
Enemies are dropping into
Changing mag.
Nearly died then. Nearly died. So yeah, I can't wait to get hearing aids, because then you can have literally discrete headphones in your head, can't you?
enemy dropping into the AO.
While people are listening. So you could pretend you're listening to somebody, but actually be playing like the radio in the background, or even playing some Warzone maybe in the background. Who knows?
locations. This is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone is authorized. Enemy soldier incoming.
Right, let's see how we get on with this one, shall we? Where we landing, what we're going to do. Are we going to win a game of solos? That's what it's all about. A game of solos. I mean, we could go for this one here, go for the recon here. Probably going to be people following us down, so let's go nice and early.
Be advised, gas is closing in.
By pressing the wrong bloody button. I mean, there is the other one across the river, so if we do have people around us, which we probably do. No, we don't. Let's go for this one then. Nice. Oh, so this is this side of the river. Right, okay. Is that on top? No, it's just down below. Okay. So hopefully...
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
Phone going off. Answer the phone. I'll have to do.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
So this is where the shop is up here, okay. Shop is just down here. Yeah, it is. That might come in handy. No, that's handier. Keep this one.
Contact! Loading!
I mean, clearly a bot, but, you know. Trying to learn those jumping moves and all that kind of stuff as well. I was doing really well earlier as well, before my dad called. That was annoying. Always a bloody way, innit? Cheers to the like as well, Drama. Appreciate it, mate. Hey, yo. Another one going off there as well. Shots going off over. It's in my left. Trying to be careful.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point.
Stay here to secure the intel point. Alright then. I might do it. Alright. Oh, excuse me. We're good. Right, let's go get ourselves
Check your map for the next gas spread location.
to the shop and we'll get ourselves a very decent FFFR and a blue access card apparently as well. Nice. Right, let's get to the shop, which was over
Buy station
here.
marked.
Then where we're going to go? Where we're going to go? I mean, we could head up to Quarry. We could maybe go to Lumber. But how did I just hear? Yeah, I thought I did.
Losing ground. Moving.
Oh, mate, he's just got his gear as well. Can't get my field upgrade. Why can't I?
Making effective fire.
Okay, let's get out of here. I've just stolen his stuff. We love that. We love that. I might head for this one. I might rotate. Wait, where are we? Yeah, TV station. I might go that way. We'll get this one here.
Contract marked.
Try and get the high ground on everybody. There's somebody fighting over here? What do you do with the car, actually? Oh, there's a quad here. I'll do. Hang on, what's going on over there? Oh, no!
Moving here.
Come, no! Go! Go! What the hell was going on then? What? And I'll tell you what am I doing? Sitting out in the middle of nowhere. There's a guy here. Yep. He went inside, didn't he?
Changing mag. Contact.
Alright, let's get my load out and get the
Loadout
decent
drop headed your way.
stuff with it as well. Yeah, you got the wrong one. Damn. Okay, it's fine. We'll get the attachment one later. Where the hell's that then? Is that in here? I really do with the car, which is there. Whoa.
Reloading.
Any more? I mean,
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
and now I've actually got my loadout coming in.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
That one. Nope. That one. Well, I need to check where I'm going. Let's keep heading over to this right, I reckon. I'm going to try and get over to the hills past the airport, I think. There's a guy over here. There he is. Damn.
Taking effective fire.
Gas is moving.
How the hell has he got me then?
Moving here.
Let's go this way. I'm just trying to learn this map so much. I remember this bit where the train goes round. I'm trying to learn where the high areas are, so I can't go over to there because that's... Okay, so this is in now. Does that mean over there is in as well? Because that would be very handy if it was. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is all in here. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, Jesus!
Taking fire. Holding.
Holy crap, I'm getting pinged at again. Who's pinging at me?
Moving here. Disregard that.
I'm definitely getting pinged at. Don't know who's pinging at me though. Trying to look. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn how to kind of judge where I need to go next. So where is it going to end? That's the question. Where is it going to end? We have... Okay, there's another recon down there. So I could literally rotate in this way because I think it's going to end up...
Reloading.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I swear I could hear somebody then. Right, let's get out of here. That's not good.
And secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Moving here.
Gas is closing in. Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
I really would love if that would shut up. So I could hear. Just heard a car incoming. Where to next? Where to next? Where to next?
Contract marked.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Lot of bots. It's a lot of bots. I need to know where to go. I mean, there's another one here.
Contract marked.
I don't like around here. There's far too many areas where I can just get pinged at. I don't like open areas, but I also don't like closed areas. This is pretty good. Somebody's just throwing a grenade at me somewhere.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the
Moving
next
here.
gas spread.
Watch for mines.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
I just saw you.
Changing back.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Gas is
Right.
inbound. Marking new safe zone.
We might be on foot now. Where's the next buy station? It's over here.
Buy station marked.
Maybe not. So if we head back over to this buy station and then just hard, yeah, because there's the. Mind you, there's a helicopter there. That's not good. Might be dead here. Might be dead here.
Gas is inbound.
UAV available for tasking.
Requesting recon flyover.
Precision airstrike standing by.
Holding.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Right, we're good. Let's make our way in.
Moving here.
Damn it. Just seen the guy there.
Mark the target.
This could be dangerous. No, there's a guy to my right.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. No more fighting in the gulag.
Moving here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
I don't know where it's going to be. Is it going to be around here? Is it around here?
Disregard that.
I think it's going to be over there, but I've got to get around. So I'm going to have to rotate left. Try and get around. There is a guy over here. I just saw him. There's got to be a guy up there, surely.
Hostile UAV in the area. You've got gas moving in. You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down. Enemy UAV overhead.
Of course there is. Oh. What? Oh, no, 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 no! Did he fall off then? Right, where are we looking at?
Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy advanced UAV is active.
Enemy nearby.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
God damn it. So I'm looking behind me at the moment. Damn, I thought I had a gas mask.
Taking effective fire. Changing mag.
Goodbye.
Gas is closing in.
Shite. I know there was somebody up there. Oh, what the?
Your squad
Uh,
top 5.
Uh,
10 was still standing. We lost that one, but we'll get a W next time.
a basic HDR. Are you kidding me right now? What? Sixth. 15 kills. What? That makes no sense. What is this guy on? He's just got a basic HDR.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Is that still the guy? And he's got a kilo. What? Mate. That should have been at least a break. So that's literally... Okay, so plates don't even matter anymore.
Moving here.
This takes the fucking piss. I've got one of the best guns in the game, and apparently he's not getting flinched one bit. Takes the piss. Mad techers.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Why has he got a kilo? I need to see his other gun.
Gas is moving. Only 2 left.
No. Alright. Right. Well, I was on early, and we had one last game, so there we go. But apparently, snipers in one shot. But literally one shot, even though I've got full plates. I thought it should at least take plates, unless I didn't have any plates. In which case, something to remember, just, you know, always, always, always plate. But there we go. I'm not going to be worried by it, or affected by it in any way. Right, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, John Moreno is feeling better for us next week. Not that he has to come on at all. It's just nice to have a chat with him and nice to have a game with him as well. The new James Bond looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for it. Go check out the trailer for First Sight. I may even be doing some videos around the new James Bond game, especially if I start playing as a one. Why did it put me in AFK? I'm the bloody channel owner. Right. Hope yourselves a great weekend. Have a good Friday tomorrow. And all being well, I'll hopefully see you next Wednesday with hopefully less interruptions. Hopefully, I'm in a better mood as well. But there we go. My thanks to everybody, as ever, that's dropped on by. Appreciate it. No follows, no subs. But, you know, in time. I have been away for a while and hopefully start with the videos again. And yeah, have some good old times. Got some good games hopefully coming very soon. The new James Bond game looks incredible. Metal Gear Snake Eater, that was shown recently as well. We have Grand Theft Auto 6 out next year. Cannot wait for that. And hopefully, well, because I'm telling you what, oh God, it's the only thing that's keeping me sane right now, because the only thing I can pick up and play and literally get into it straight away. And I know I kind of half know it, but my word, it's frustrating as hell. One shot that guy takes on me, and I've taken loads of energy off him. He didn't get flinched once. Moves around. I knew he was there as well. God, that's annoying. I shall get a win. My quest to get a win continues. I will get a win on casuals, and then once I've got a win on casuals, I will move on to normals. And hopefully by then Battlefield 6 is out, and I'll just go, you know what, COD can go screw it. I can't say that. Anyway, folks, have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you. Have a great start of the week, and I'll hopefully see you next Wednesday. Take care, all. Thanks for dropping on by. See you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.